Hi guys, we're playing in Jackson's playroom. Do you guys see that laundry monster in the background? Oh my god, I gotta do that tonight. All that clean laundry I gotta fold. So this is going to be live. I tried to record this several times last night. If this happens in this video, I am so sorry, but for some reason when I'm using front face with this T-Mobile lied, they said this was like the best phone for the best camera. And like, yeah, it does low light stuff, but like I've noticed sometimes it jumping, and it's like when it's dark, it does weird things. So I don't know if it's going to do this in the video, but sometimes when I use front facing camera, you guys might notice it jump around or act weird, and it's kind of like nauseating. I don't know why it does that, and I'm so sorry. I've decided I'm probably going to get a vlogging camera, but like after the holidays, I'm also trying to pay Jackson's swim class up. Like I'm trying to get him up to 6 months paid, if that makes sense. So that I'm like well ahead on that. And I think I'm like 3 months ahead right now. But that way, I can use the money for a camera and not worry for a couple months about his swim class, because I pay for that with YouTube money. I pay for a lot of Jackson's stuff, like with YouTube money, most of stuff actually. So anyways, what was I saying? Okay, this is going to be unedited, so I'm sorry if this is weird, random, and choppy. I wanted to put a video out today. Yesterday I didn't vlog. I wanted to put a video out today, though, to ask you guys that pray for prayers. I feel like I do this a lot. So you guys have seen my best friend Crystal in my vlogs, and my godson Liam, Jackson's little best friend. Crystal is my best friend and Jackson's godmother, and Justin and I are Liam's godparents. So you guys that have been with me since December of last year, early December, will remember this. We have a lot of new subscribers, so I'm going to talk about it again because I want you to know what an amazing woman my best friend is and all the things she's been through and why I need prayers for her and why this is so hard for her. So Crystal and I met through infertility. We met in a support group. We quickly became friends and we went through infertility together. We struggled together. It's so funny. My first IUI, we had the same fertility doctor kind of thing. Not the exact same doctor, but that we used the same clinic, if that makes sense. So I sat there waiting for my first IUI when we sat next to her and her husband Steve while they waited for their first round IVF. Yeah, and so it was their second round. They got pregnant with Liam. So they had been through the same struggle we had. Liam was very wanted, and he's a very loved baby. So in December, the worst thing possible happened. Crystal was 9 months pregnant, and her husband passed away. He went out to make a phone call, and when he didn't come back inside, I don't think it was very long either, she went out there to just be like, hey, what's taking so long? And she found him passed away on the ground. She did CPR and everything, but we didn't know until his autopsy what made him pass away. His aortic, I almost won't think of the word. His aortic valve ruptured, and with that, you would just die instantly, basically. You would have to be on a table, chest opened, surgeon's hands on your valve pretty much when it ruptures for any kind of chance of saving your life. Even then, I don't think it would happen. So it was just abrupt. It was sudden. He passed instantly. She was 9 months pregnant. It was up there with one of the worst things I've ever had to see somebody I love go through. She called me that night. I rushed over there. When I got there, he was still in the driveway. They were still investigating. Seeing my best friend, 9 months pregnant, standing behind police tape with her husband who had passed away being like, death being investigated, I was so heartbroken knowing the journey she was about to have to go through alone with her child, and the fact that she lost her husband. I've lost my mom. I was there when my mom died. I was holding her hand. I know what grief is, but every kind of grief is different for the type of person you lose. So it killed me inside. But in that moment, I also realized this woman is like a warrior. She is amazing. So Steve passed away less than a year ago. So his family has a lot of history of heart problems. People die young. They all have high blood pressure, cholesterol problems. And Steve was not an unhealthy guy. He was very physically fit. He wasn't overweight. It just was kind of out of nowhere. So her first pediatrician didn't seem too concerned that that's how Liam's dad died, and it didn't feel right to her, so she went to another pediatrician. So the new pediatrician had set up a appointment for Liam at a pediatric cardiologist. And so I went with her because I wanted to be there. One, because that's my god baby. Like Liam's our baby, so, and two, I wanted to be there to support her because that kind of stuff she has to go through alone. Like stuff that like Steve should be there for, she has to do alone. And I never want her to be alone or feel alone in anything. So I went with her. Me and Jackson went. And we honestly were thinking everything, like first we just thought it'd be a consultation, but they actually did an echo and EKG and gave her results all on the same day, which is awesome. But, so yeah, we went in there and we kind of just thought everything would be fine, and, the doctor said, this is overkill doing an echo. He's probably fine, but I'm just going to do it anyway. And they actually found two things wrong with his heart. One, his aortic valve. The valve that killed his dad essentially is, I believe the medical term is dilated, but basically it's larger than it should be, which when Steve, his dad, passed away, basically the valve got bigger and bigger and bigger till it burst and ruptured. My dad has a problem with his aortic valve. We're very lucky that it got caught during like some freak test, and his valve, they monitor it. And one of my good friends, he also has a problem with his valve, and he's been monitored. And when it gets to a certain point, a certain size, you need like open heart surgery basically to replace the valve. So my friend actually recently found out that the valve has gotten to that point, and he's having open heart surgery this month. My dad's still being monitored. So basically, if somehow Steve had found out about that, he would have been monitored. They would have seen it got bigger, and he would have had surgery, and it potentially would have saved his life. But so that valve on Liam is mildly larger than it should be for his age and size, which is terrifying for Crystal and all of us that love Liam, that what, caused his father to pass away, there's a problem with that same valve in him. Also, he has a valve or a duct that when you're pregnant, your baby's valve or duct is open. That, I can't remember what the name of it is. And when they're born or a couple weeks after birth, it closes. His is still slightly opened. So the doctor said if it's really opened, they need surgery on that too. If it's slightly open, they monitor it. So the same thing with his aortic valve. It is so mild that they're not going to put him into surgery, but it needs to be monitored. So he's going to be kind of like I am with my heart situation. Every 6 months, he's going to have to get EKGs, echoes, stuff like that. But the reason I come to you asking for prayers, I could see on my best friend's face the same look the night Steve died. Grief, shock, panic, all in one. When the doctor told her that. So I need prayers for her to give her strength and comfort right now. And I also need prayers for Liam, of course. I know God's going to take care of him. I know he's going to be fine. But it's still scary. So please pray for healing. Please pray for his health. Just, just pray for Liam and pray for Crystal and her family, because this is hard. Like, it hasn't even been a year since Steve passed away. And last night I tried to film this and the camera was jumping around. I might be doing it now. I have to rewatch this before I upload it. I'm just going to instantly upload it from my phone. But I just kept crying, like, talking about it. And today I'm like, okay, but this is a lot for her to go through. It's a lot for any parent to go through, but imagine going through this without your spouse. It's too much. It's like too much. I feel sometimes angry that she has to go through what she went through and now this. So just pray for her. Pray for Liam. I appreciate it so much, you guys. So this is my vlog for today. I'm trying to get Christmas stuff up. So I have videos to edit and I was like, I'll just edit those and put them up. Like my faves videos for Jackson, what's in my diaper bag, stuff like that. But Christmas stuff that I usually do in one day before I had a child I'm having to do it when he goes to bed. So tonight we're hoping to finish and then I can get back to editing. I cannot, like, I feel like my life has changed so much with YouTube, but I can't, like, with having a child and Justin works and we're not the kind of vloggers where we're both home, I can't take care of him all day and then have him go to bed and do something like putting up Christmas decorations till midnight and then sit down and edit a vlog, because I wouldn't get any sleep, because he wakes up at 5 a.m. every morning. And sometimes he wakes up in the middle of the night, although he's getting better with that. So sorry if things are spotty again, but I'm working on getting the Christmas decorations up and I can't wait to show you guys. So yeah, we'll show you once they're all up. I'll do another Christmas tour for this year. Also, it'll probably be another week just because we're going to get a special tree for Jackson this weekend. So, okay, I'm in the vlog. Hopefully this isn't too crazy because I couldn't edit it. All right, bye.